Greetings everybody, and welcome to a late night afternoon. An afternoon that could transform your energy, that could change your life if you allow it, or it could take away your life and replace it by something more universal, something more open, something less dramatic. I wasn't talking to you. So, who is interested in coming up? Could I please see Dante? Yes. Come on up. I'm scared. You have a question? Let's begin there. What question do you have?
How can I, excuse me for the words, deal with my mother?
Deal?
Yeah.
What is your emotion towards your mother?
That's a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
What is the most strong one?
I think love.
The emotion of love is the strongest that you have towards your mother.
No, fear too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you love her and you fear her. Let's talk about the fear. What's the fear about?
That she's gonna kill me.
Okay. As we go there, as we will go deeper, let's remember that you have that sense of love too. So whatever we're going to do now, wherever we're going to go, whatever space we're going to go into, let's remember that love. But first, before we go into that other thing, I want to talk to you about that love. Why do you love her? What is the love connection between you?
I feel sorry for her.
Yes. So it is a love out of sympathy.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's keep that and go to that fear. Why are you afraid that she might kill you?
Because she did.
In what way?
Mentally.
Mentally. How did she do that?
She didn't give me any space.
Yes. So she defined you. She shaped you in what she wanted you to be.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
You are right when you say that it is a type of death. It is a social death. You are being forced to wear a suit, a bodysuit, an identity suit that doesn't belong to you. Okay. Why do you think that this happened to you?
I don't know.
Okay. What's your age?
I'm 34.
And you changed your name?
Yes, 8 years ago. And now this week, last week.
Yes. Did that give you a sense of freedom?
With Gata, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm carrying the same name as my mother.
Yes. Okay. So it gives you a sense of freedom to carry a new identity. It's not real freedom, obviously. It's still an identity. You only stepped away from a part that was hurting you, and you created a new identity set around things that you like, which is a power that is of good use. You can do that at all time. But what if you were not yet ready to carry a certain type of truth? Could it be that you have chosen to put yourself in an identity that was provided by her? Because you are one that is without identity already, and has always been without identity. Only you carried one to protect yourself. And so you could basically see this as a gift from your mother. If you see an identity as an illusion, because shape is illusion, then obviously nobody can hurt you truly through an illusion. You can't be hurt with an illusion. I can hold a gun up like this to her over there, but if I shoot it, she won't feel anything. She'll only feel my love. But she won't feel anything else. And that's what happened to you. You were forced to believe in an illusion that was laid over you. But it's not a real thing. So, did it hurt all those years to be carrying that illusion around? That identity? Yeah?
Yes, it did.
Why? What hurt?
I felt really lonely.
Mm-hmm.
And empty.
Mm-hmm. Why? Why did this identity make you lonely?
The one my mother did.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I didn't feel any connection with anybody.
Yes.
At that time.
Mm-hmm. Do you know why?
No, I don't understand.
You don't know? Okay. Well, there is a reason why so many people now are waking up, are understanding that they are God, because they were forced to carry an identity to forget that aspect. Why? Because it was necessary to protect you. You did it to protect yourself. You are obviously here in this room now, not because you need to learn anything about illusion and about being this angel self, this divine self. You already are it. So what you are here for to learn is how you can help others with this, basically. The only reason why you are really here is to find out why you were carrying the identity, why you were carrying the illusion, because you already stepped out of it.
Yeah.
You need to know what was there to protect yourself.
Yeah.
To protect yourself from showing your divinity to the world when it would be too soon. You see? Now, knowing all of that, let's go back to the beginning. You are afraid of your mother. And if you now change that because you know everything is you, could you then say that you were afraid of yourself, of who you are becoming now, and that it was necessary to cover that up, and that your mother was actually someone who helped you in that process, and as such is a human angel? Could you see it that way?
I could, yes.
Does it feel?
No.
Okay, let's go into that, because I saw it. I wasn't feeling anything, you were just listening to what I had to say. What's stopping you from feeling it?
Because when I come from a workshop, I go home. I live at home.
Yes.
It's like in 5 minutes I'm really depressed.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's really strong.
Yes. Do you hear what you're saying?
Yes.
You are saying, and I will repeat it for you, I am feeling depressed because she is so very strong. I identify myself with that object, that is my mother, which is making me depressed. I am a victim of her putting depression on me. What you are not seeing is that she is a part of you. And you just are doing a lousy job at creating a reality right now. Although there is a great learning curve here. You have learned a lot. You have seen first-hand experience, what it is to be in the prison of mind. To you, it was actually there as a person, your mother. And as you step back into this prison, as you go back into the real world, as they call it, you are immediately confronted with a prison guard, which is your mother, and it is making you depressed. You are allowing it to happen. All you need to do is change that habit. Because you used to be in prison, you see, and you now know that there is no such thing as identity, and there is no such thing as all these illusions. So if you go home, you can still be confronted by her, and you can see that she used to be that prison guard, but now she is no more. So, if you know all of that, why don't you start by focusing on that other thing that we were talking about? You were loving her out of sympathy. From that sympathy, as an ambassador of free energy, you could choose to help her. If you want to know the way out of your situation, it's helping her. Because you have manifested that energy, you see? And it turned out to be your mother. Hooray! You know, and she has kept you in that pit. You have manifested her, however. Now you are aware of this. You are aware of what you can do. You are aware of what you are. And now all you need to do is neutralize that energy. And that doesn't mean kill your mother. It's an option, but I wouldn't go there. Bad karma. What I would do is I would change the energy around her by changing the way you feel about her. She used to be the thing that kept you in prison. Now you know it is you. Carry that responsibility and neutralize all the things around you that reminded you of such prison. So, go back and you can start doing this today. Although I would never claim to project yourself in another space or in another time when you are in a now moment. In this case, your salvation lies right there. So go there. Go there in a minute. Once you get off the stage, go there and neutralize that energy. How do you do that? Do you remember? Okay, I will say it's for everybody anyway. You go into that situation. You recognize that you are all that is around you by doing your breathing, by working with your akine. And then you just neutralize that energy by turning the negative into neutral. You can do it with a violet flame, you can do it with anything, just as long as you do it. And then use that sympathy as non-conditionalism to love her. And as such you reclaim all that energy that made up your prison. It's all going to go away. It's all going to become neutral. And you're going to get all that back to you. And you know what, my dear Dante? You're going to use that energy to be the artist. You're going to use that energy and you're going to paint, my love. You are going to paint in such a way that people are going to cry when they see your work. Because you are going to put within those paintings the potentials of their better life, of their freedom. And you're not even going to know that you're doing it. No, you're just going to be painting, you're going to be having fun, right? And at the same time, there's going to be a part of you, and after that, you're going to become aware of it. But there's going to be a part of you that's going to know who is going to see that painting, and who is going to eventually have it in their house. And all of those potentials for those people to see freedom and love and joy in that work are going to be painted right in there. That's what you have in those hands. You see? And I wish you luck. I wish you luck with everything that you have to offer the world. And I will talk with you more. Good morning. Just follow that, and it will work. Who else is interested? You have to know, I'm not trying to choose here, I'm just trying to see which is the best potential for this moment, you see. I'm going to ask you first and then you, okay? No, actually I meant the one behind her. After her, I will take you, okay? Can I have some more coffee? Thank you. My, haven't we changed? Welcome. You've changed a lot, haven't you?
I did.
Yes, I remember. I used to be part of that which was called the family of light. And we were once at your house. And you cried. And I've seen you cry again. Why do you cry?
Because I felt like coming home,
Yes.
finally.
So you have the feeling you were ever gone.
Separated.
Yes. That illusion of separation, is that something that's been going on a lot in your life? With partners too? With parents? Work? Everything. Friends? So you are often alone.
Always.
Except for here.
So it seems.
Yes. Okay. Do you feel lonely here?
Yes.
Why?
It's difficult to connect.
Why? Look at them. Look at them loving you. Look at them recognizing you. Look at them knowing that they are you and sending you that recognition that you are them. Can you feel that? Or what does it do to you when I say these things and when you see this occur?
My heart starts pumping.
Pounding, yes. That's good.
Yeah, I have a heart.
Need to keep that heart beating, darling. However, why does that happen? Why is there a pumping of the blood in your body? Why is that happening? What are you feeling with that? Is it a feeling of being afraid, shy, excited, what?
Shy too, little.
Shy. Why? I ask that a lot, I know, but why?
I know it's the mind who's telling me I'm too small.
Okay, so now we're getting somewhere, because now you see that the illusion of separation is the strongest trick that your mind has. And the reason why it is telling you you are separated is because it is telling you that you are not good enough. So you are not good enough for your work, you are not good enough for your family, you are not good enough for your friends, you are not good enough for a partner, maybe you are not even good enough for these people. That's what it's telling you, right?
Okay.
Let's laugh with that. How could it ever think, that brain, that mind, that you would fall for that? Have you looked at yourself?
I am small.
No, you're big, baby. You're big. I've seen you beam in that chair. I've seen you touch the world over there. You are big. You are big. It's just the mind wants to project smallness into you so that you would not believe that you are big. Because if you believe you are big, you're just going to get bigger. And you have the heart that can touch the sky. You have been known as a love angel. Remember? Have you done something with that?
Yes, but to strangers?
What are strangers?
People I accidentally met.
Accidentally. Ooh. Let's do that again. Ooh. Accidentally.
Accidentally.
Yes. A love angel is put on a person's path accidentally. Never happens. Never happens. You know, one of the good things about the love angels is that their computer is already turned on. Their Akene is already active. the love angels, and there are more in this room, they don't know that once they step out of the illusion, they step into an immediate achinaic reaction. They immediately go into high gear. You understand what I mean? They immediately explode. Boom. They immediately show all their power. Everything is immediately available to you. And you have experienced that. Once you feel it, it's there. And then you're strong. Now you should hold on to those moments, because that is when you see that you are not small. And the body, as you have listened to when I was telling it, is just the illusion. It's the illusion of form. Just like the illusion of being female. The illusion of having a body. That body is not yours. That body is just the mind's eye. You know?
Why does it hurt so much, the body?
Physically or emotionally?
Physically, I don't like being in this body.
Yes. Well, pain usually occurs to make you identify even more with matter around you. Pain happens so that you would say, I am in pain. My body hurts. Help me, make it better. And then you get more pharmaceuticals thrown upon you and anything like that. But pain can be transferred into a sensation of the body itself. And it's your sensation. And it's not being given to you, it is you. And you can neutralize it then. If you say, I can't heal my pain, then you are in lower knowing. Then you are in lower energies. And you are stuck in matter. You can't change anything. If you go above that, and you say that you are energy, that you are free energy, then you can change everything around you. So the body, in your case, is hurting because you are trying to escape. And what is the mind doing? It is giving you pain because it makes you feel alone, inside, trapped in your body, and that is an illusion of separation once again. So that is the thing that is going to be most strong with you, the illusion of separation. As you go through form, as you attend these seminars, as you do this work for yourself, in your own time, you are going to experience pain. And once you do, you know it's just the illusion being made stronger. If you use that transformation method that I and Adamus before me talked about, then you will see how easy it is to no longer believe in this thing called body. Did you think that the pain was there for another reason?
They told me once it was former lives, getting stuck there. Or I think of it as blocked energy.
Yes.
And I try to go in the pain with headaches. I can do it, but the pain in the shoulder or the teeth doesn't work. The disease was there, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You told me how to do it.
Yeah.
Still don't know how to transform or neutralize it.
And what is the problem with neutralizing it? Where does it go wrong?
I never heard of it. I didn't know how to do it.
But you've heard it now. Just now.
Just now.
Are you going to try it?
Of course. Tonight.
Okay. Then I invite you back here tomorrow to speak about that. Okay?
Okay.
Because we're going to get right back into it tomorrow morning. And I invite you to be the first to come up and to speak about what you went through and how it worked for you. Just remember that, and we will continue this tomorrow, just remember that your trap is the illusion of separation itself. And that's a strong one. It's a strong one because it shows up in everything. But I do know that at the same time your illusion of separation is strongly linked to the illusion of form because of the pain. That's why the body is taking the pain that the mind is giving it. If you learn how to work with form and separation, which seems more difficult than it actually is, can be done very easily, then you will learn how to master this. because it's just an illusion. And use that thing that we talked about today. Tonight, you're going to see the difference.
What thing?
The thing that you're going to try, the violet flame, the magnetics and everything. And just remember, again, to see everything around you as you. And give that pain away to that part of you which is external to your body, and turn it into heat.
I mean heat.
Yeah. So this should be easy. Yeah. Use that energy instead of trying to put it away. Okay? We'll talk more tomorrow. Thank you. Well, you were next. Hello. I'm listening.
I really like your energy, or our energy.
Thank you.
I had a lot of sadness when I felt it.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you one thing already. You weren't feeling the sadness because of the energy you were feeling through me. You were feeling sadness because what it was doing to you.
Yeah.
Yes. Where did it bring you? Because it brought you, as I remember seeing you, it brought you to a specific point in your past. Where to? We're going to try to work through these tears now.
Okay.
Okay? I'm not being unsympathetic, but this is just talk through it.
Okay.
Let them come and keep on speaking.
It feels like I don't want to be in this form.
Why not? Can you give her a handkerchief? Why not, darling? What is wrong with this form?
I don't know, maybe. For me it was like pain. Not always. But especially when two persons who were sitting here and like they were showing lust. Huh? I was so afraid.
Yes. Yes. Well, that's the reason why you dislike this form. Because, very simply said, it has to do with your femininity. Your female energy has been attacked by this society, right? Do you know this? Do you feel that?
I feel it. I can't give a situation.
No.
I feel.
Yes. Look.
I have. Is it because I don't have enough masculine energy?
No. No, 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 no. Of course you need to blend the energies in the end to make them neutral. Yes. But in your case, you... Look.
What I feel, I can't give a situation, but it feels like I can feel raped.
Yes. That's what I wanted to say. You were attacked. I will explain why. Look, in society, as the timeline goes on, you have different types of likes and dislikes. Right? If you were to go back to Rembrandt's day and age, then you would have Ambika sitting here as the babe number 1. True. And pointless. These days, you are the puppet. You know? You carry one of those bodies that is very, very liked by most males. It is because of your fairy-like nature, because of your kind smile, because of your blue eyes that are so bright, because of your openness, and the fact that you are a little bit petite. I'm just being honest. I've been watching your programs on television.
Okay.
So, what I want to tell you is that a lot of people are raping each other energetically, and nobody ever hears about it. Nobody understands, nobody knows it is happening. So many times. I'm just going to give you another example. Pamela Anderson. You know her. Well, she has made a conscious choice of being this lust object, this object of desire. And she's hanging in millions and millions of young boys' bedrooms, all masturbating on Pamela Anderson. I'm just being honest. So what happens at that point? What happens? This type of lust makes part of the mind. So that means that this type of lust will make sure that energy goes down instead of following its natural path up. Right? So Pamela Anderson is a very unlucky woman in her life. She is constantly pulling in all these negative potentials. And that is because her energy is being four-dimensionally attacked archetypically, because she carries these archetypical features that drive men, and some women obviously, into a lust thing. So her energy is being pushed back into 2D, while instead it should be going up to infinity. Yes?
She chooses it.
She chooses it, yes. I'm just using her as an example. The difference between her and so many other women like you is that you are not choosing it. But men are doing it to you. And I'm not wanting to say anything negative about men. Women do the exact same thing with men sometimes. It's just the same thing. But this is what's being done to you. It is not being done by men, it is being done by mind. It is a way of the mind to enter into your life and to keep you down. You see? That is why when you are feeling my strength up there, and at the same time my kindness and stillness and serenity and my passion, you feel all these things within you. But you are now afraid, because of your form and the attack that was done upon you, to step out there and to do your thing. And that's why you try to attack the mind by doing something as outrageous to it as belly dancing. You see? It's a good thing that you're doing that. It's driving your mind crazy. Because there it is, your mind, thinking that it can shock your body, the beauty of your body can be a negative to you, and then you go out and display it and show it and dance and let's see that it's not just about lust, but it's about strength. It's about balance. That's what you're doing. That's what you're using your body for. So that's why you're always feeling the pain when you are remembered to about that attack that took place on you. Now,
but then I'm playing the victim role.
Yes.
Yeah. And how can I step out of that?
Yes, I was getting to that. I was just saying that.
Too fast.
No, it's right on time, because I was just going to talk about it. Synchronous, I like it. Knowing all of this, I'm going to ask you something else now. Tell me the strength that you find within your body.
I feel the goddess in me.
Yes.
Especially when I dance and do my things. Or the gods, whatever. And the purity, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And just
is there another way? Can you allow the illusion of form, because that's your thing, to go completely? Can you neutralize your past, my dear? That's the question. You wanted to know what to do. Can you neutralize your past? Because the actual physical pain that you're feeling in your belly sometimes is actually something that shows up because you feel attacked there. Because that's where the invasion happens most of the time, energetically speaking. So can you, before you go on, do anything, can you neutralize that energy? Are you willing to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's a jump.
That's a good start. I want to do something for you because I obviously have not a long time right now to work with you. There is somebody I would like you to meet again. And it is, energetically speaking, your mother. And she is sitting right there. No, there, her. I'm not saying this for no reason. I'm saying because you have a key for each other. And the key is grace. You understand the energy of grace? This is what you need to work with. I don't mean it as a life lesson. I mean it as a way to neutralize your energy and your heavy history. Because well, you need to know that you have always been in this type of position. You see? You carry the energy of that which was once known as Sarah. It's a daughter energy to Magdalene and Jeshua. Do you understand this? Power has always been the thing that drove your body. And as these energies split more and more apart, an aspect of that ended up in your body, and an aspect of the Magdalene energy also ended up in her body. You are very closely linked, energetically speaking. And you should talk. You should talk before these days are over. Because if you do that, she's got some sentences for you and some love for you, heartfelt love, that's going to help you neutralize yourself, neutralize your past. And I would like to invite you to work on stepping out of these days completely disconnected to anything that happened to you in the past. Also, you need to close your body. Your body has been too much focusing on sending its energy outward. And that's good. But you need to do that now with your heart. The heart alone, no longer with the body. If you do it with the heart alone, the mind will leave you alone. You understand? And as she is one that has gone through that and learned that, to work from the heart alone, I know she can help you. I know there's free will, you need to choose it. But I know that you can help each other. It's not just a one-way ticket, it's a two-way ticket. So remember this. Okay?
Thank you.
And again, I want to see you again tomorrow, after her. After we start with her, I want you back here, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Give it to her. Yeah, thank you. Hello. What can I do for you?
My first question was about pain, but I'm a little bit afraid that energy is standing there and laughing at me because because he always told what I should know.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps I better listen to him again, but there is still a question. I ask myself, why do I create a kind of doctor who made it all worse? What's the reason for it?
It's very simple. Mind. Putting you down. The only thing that hospitals and anything, and medication, and operation, and all that sort of thing is used for is getting the body down. Your health is being fixed on a 3D level, yes, but your energy is being shattered. So it wasn't really the doctor making things worse. It was just you identifying yourself with your disease and then with your doctor and creating this, making it worse. Because you wanted to bring yourself down. It's always you. So why did you do that? Because you are afraid of your power. Because you don't want to do, a part of you, the ego part, doesn't want to do the greatness that is ahead of you. I've talked to you in the form of Akara at that point and in the form of Adamus, who both communicated with you. Talk to you. And I was also there because I'm always there when it's about healing and raising vibration, about doing that for children. The mind tried to destroy you so you couldn't bring that gift to fruition. If you were to be destroyed, think about how many children wouldn't be helped with the technique that you have to offer and will offer the world. That's what was happening. You see? That's why it was getting worse. But you are sitting here not because you are attacked on a physical plane, but on an emotional plane. I see a lot of emotional attack going on with you in your life, in the past. Do you see what that is?
No big things happen.
I see it in school especially.
Oh dear, I don't remember really, but I must say my memory is...
Yes. You were denied your passion.
Yeah, that I can say yes to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You had to do what you didn't want to do.
Yeah, even my work afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
There's the attack.
Uh-huh.
You
Yes.
see?
Yes.
And because you couldn't get to your passion, you were vulnerable for the next attack, which would be taking away your physical health.
Uh-huh.
And then in the end, it would take away your joy
Yeah.
and your love. And I'm going to just say it.
Yeah.
You're no longer on that path, but the path that the mind had programmed for you was eventual suicide.
Oh.
Yes. You would have gone down so much. You would have hated that work even more and more and then. And if you hadn't gone to that spiritual path, and you would become more and more ill. Actually, what would have happened to you, and I'm just going to say, to wash the potentials away, is a form of, how do you call it, multiple sclerosis? And it would start shutting down parts of your body. Now, it would drive you away from society. And in the end, you would just, let's just say this, you would have just let go of the steering wheel. You see?
Yes.
That was the path the mind had planned out for you. This is not your friend. You see?
Yeah.
If you see it show up in sickness, then reclaim that energy. Say it is your energy. The sickness that is coming in is your energy. Showing up as an enemy. Because it has been pre-programmed by the mind and the illusion of death. Coming into you. You reclaim your energy. And you turn that around by neutralizing it, by recognizing that it's you doing that to you, and you just neutralize it, and it's completely gone.
Could I ask how to neutralize it?
Yes. Yes, energy that's coming in is recognized as something external, so you identify with it by saying, I have this disease. What you are saying is, I acknowledge that I am separate from everything that is around me, and that this disease is something separate coming into me. Yes? As it comes into you, it attacks you, and something strange to you, something external to you, destroys you. And the ego leaves the body because the body dies. And the ego has fulfilled its mission by being born in misery and going out in misery. You can change that by reclaiming all negative energy around you as yours, and then neutralizing it by simply turning it into something harmless. Like, for instance, there is pain in your body. I've said it so many times today. There is pain in your body, and you just use that violet flame or whatever you want to use and turn it into heat, so that it can do nothing. It's still the same energy. It's just heat instead of disease. You see? Or you turn it into health. You make your body physically stronger. And I'm going to ask you to do that anyway. There is a lot of redundant energy in your body right now, because you have chosen so many different paths along the way. You are now fixed on one path, the one path that's ahead of you. You have chosen. I've seen you say that yes. So you have chosen. What you can do now is take all of that energy around you and bring it back inside, because you're going to need it. Because what you're going to do, we're going to be here again, let's say in what, a month or a year, whatever. I would like to see you turn 10 years younger. Because basically, you need to be here on this planet still a very long time. There's a lot of kids that are going to need your help. A lot. And it is about making sure that their vibration remains high enough. Even though they are called ADHD, autistic, whatever, their vibration needs to remain as high as it is when they were born. Because the planet is going to need it. Because the planet is going to raise to that point. You see? And you have the ability within your healing technique. I've told you this, and Adamas have told you this, and I have been guiding you towards it. So please, use it. Use it. And write that book, please. You need to write that book. You need to do it. It's going to help so many children. You don't need to know what it is about. You just need to know that you sit in front of your PC. I'm going to time you. That you sit in front of that PC and let those words come in. They're going to come from your higher self. They're pre-programmed, and they're the thing that the illusions were installed for, so that they wouldn't come into the earth. You have the potential to bring them in, so please do it.
Yes.
It's going to help so many children.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask these kind people here at Weave Your World to publish it.
Thank you.
Thank you. But remember the illusions. It's going to be important on your path. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, I always get very powerful with powerful women next to me. Now, what time is it? We've got 10 minutes. Let's go quickly. Yes, you. What?
The problem I have is I always meet noise, awful sounds in my vicinity,
Yes.
and I never create them.
Yes.
I never expect them. I'm always unprepared in a situation, and it always happens at moments that I enjoy my stillness. You know something?
Does that need
I can
much?
really go in despair because of that.
Does that need much explanation?
Yes.
Yes. You say it yourself. It's at moments when you are trying to create stillness. It's at moments when you're trying to go to your consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know that you're not going to like the word, but it's the mind creating it. Don't hit me. It's the mind creating it. It is that which is trying to stop you from growing that is creating it. Tell you what, before you try going into that stillness, I'm going to ask you one other thing. I'm going to ask you to completely go into your sense of feeling. And if you then go into that stillness, you will be in a state of universal love. And the mind is not going to be able to find you there. Your solution is that simple. You tend to go to a place of stillness when you are already very heavily loaded up, so to speak, with everything going on around you. So that's when you indeed do what you were learned and go into a place of stillness. But first you need to go into a complete place of feeling. Your heart is a very, very powerful tool. And although you have worked with it so much, and this goes for many people, you only know about 25% of your complete heart space. I want you to be invited to discover the rest of that heart space. There is still a lot of heart left to discover. If you discover that, if you every time before you want to go into silence, if you first, no matter what sound is around you, go into that heart space, you will feel the waves as you are creating that stillness around you. And even if you do it, and that's a cool trick, even if you do it in a space where there is a lot of noise, if you first go into that heart and you start vibrating from there, and the noise will even go away around you. You will push it away, because you are completely creating stillness. What you are doing is you are trying to find stillness, but you are trying to find it all around you, externally. You first need to find it within. That's what you need to do. And then it's going to show up still without you. You understand? It's easier than you think. You can do it everywhere. You can even sit in a busy subway in Antwerp and start creating that, and you will feel what happens. You will see what happens. I'm not going to say you're going to open your eyes and all the people are going to be going like this and you're not going to hear them. You are just going to create a situation where there is stillness. And maybe after a fashion, you're not even going to care about the external stillness, because you are going to find that you will always have it within you. And it's always going to be still there. And that, my dear, is when the fear is completely going to go away. You see? Completely be gone. Because you always have that space. Stay in your stillness. Don't let that get to you. That's just an external situation. And we are not going to identify with that situation. That's just the mind showing up now to destroy what I told you. And it's not working through you, it's just happening. You're not guilty. But that's just an external situation, exactly what the mind does. Show up to bring down what I've told you now. You see? Stay in that stillness. It's fun that the mind would do that. It's a crazy little pet, isn't it? That mind. It's like that dog that everybody loves but keeps getting the couch and everything dirty, you know? Just let it happen and stay here. In that stillness. That's all. Not caring about what's going on out there. And then you will start creating what is going on out there. And there won't be any more fear. You might get a lot of noisy dreams. But again, that's just another level of mind attack. And that's going to go away too. In your case, I would say that you just have to hold on for about a month. If you keep doing it for about a month, all the things that you've learned now in the last few days, it's going to be gone. All of it. You're very close to liberation, actually. You're very close to breaking through that first illusion, because you've already done so much work on yourself. And unlike most people that do a lot of work that they don't need, you have always chosen to do that type of work, energetically speaking, that actually helped you forward. So that's good choosing. So you're very close. Do this now, this simple thing, and it's going to be fixed completely. And then the fun begins. Okay? Yes. And you've got a road ahead of you. So,
Okay, thank you.
thank you. No, my blessed humans. This, obviously, is the very beginning. It's an introduction. I didn't want to come on too strong. I'm going to leave that up to Adonis next time. See how he's doing with all of this. But next time, I want you to focus on something very, very specific as you come up here, like these people have been doing now. But focus on one tiny moment of frustration, of irritation, anger, pain, shame, whatever. One tiny moment. I'm gonna learn you, or at least Adamus next time is going to learn you, maybe even during the Trinity talk if he wants to come in this evening, how you can actually go from one single cause of very simple irritation or something that you don't even consider worth investigating. How that can bring you all to the root of mind, to the very basics, to the very root of it, and how you can ultimately also neutralize that. I'm looking forward to seeing you and you again tomorrow. And now with that fun music coming in, I'm going to strip.
Okay.
I mean, strip away my body and let Joshua come back. I wish you, God, you people eat a lot. I wish you a happy meal, and I will see you again probably tomorrow. Enjoy the Trinity evening that is going to be occurring at what time?
6:30.
6:30. That's going to be occurring at 6:30. I hope that you're going to be there, because as we have lost some momentum in the last day, yesterday, it's a good opportunity to start building that up again. I know that because it was just confirmed to me that Adamus is looking out to that a lot. And before I go now, I want you all to take a deep breath. And I want you to want me. I want you to go into that space, that I am space. I am space. With every breath, breathe it in and breathe it out again. And take it from the magnetics. Breathe it in and breathe it out again. And breathe it in and breathe it out again. And go to the source of that infinity inside of you. I'm going to remind you of your firm yes. And we're going to find that deep within. Go deep. go all the way into your lower chakra, that action center. And as you are going to focus on that, I'm asking you to focus on the power of earth. And as you focus on the power of earth, deep within the action chakra, I'm going to ask you to go with the vibration of Om. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in and let it go. Let it go. That's very good. That's a very good balance you have going as a group here. Just refound that in one day, huh? Now we are going to go higher. Take that action into the heart chakra. And we're going to go into that space of water. We're going to let the water flow. And focus on the frequencies of the You feel how this is shaking off all bits of you. And we're taking that power of earth, that firm source of action, and we're taking that water that keeps on flowing. We're taking that into the head now, and in the head with all these thoughts we're going to create a wind, and we're going to let those thoughts blow away. And go higher. The spiral now into the eye of light and take it up into the light. And as you go up higher, you go into the up inside you. We're gonna start with a low and we're gonna go higher until we go into the highest of and as you get there we're going to release that firm yes. So are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go.